Today, we are building your first AI chatbot in n8n. We're going to start from the basics, especially the first few steps. And I'm going to show you how to play with the memory and without the memory. It's not going to be a fully customized, focus driven to solve one problem in a specific company kind of chatbot, but it's going to be the beginning of everything. With this base template, you can expand and build a more customized, problem solved driven to a company and charge this company a few $100s or a few $1,000s. Yes, depending, of course, in the complexity of the solution. But it's going to be interesting, yeah? So let me just change my screen to one of my to my whiteboard. Let me just double check if everything is okay here. And of course, why not a sip of coffee? That's why we are here. Oh, that's hot. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna build our first chatbot. So let me just write down here, chatbot. And this chatbot will be embedded, or I'm gonna show you the possibility to embed this chatbot inside of a web page. So let's say the chat is here, the web page in here, or the website website is here, and let me break it down to you how you can embed this custom chatbot into any website. So let's go. The first thing we have to do is go to our n8n platform, and on the top right hand corner, click in Create Workflow. And the first thing that I like to do is give it a name. So this is going to be our first chat bot. Okay, first chat bot. Done. If I have to put a tag on it and later on filter by tags, I can do that just clicking on plus add tag. But by now, I believe this is enough. Okay. Just bear in mind that n8n doesn't save your project by default so far. I believe on the next few updates they will enable the auto-save feature, but right now, no, you have to save manually every single time. But anyway, I'm gonna keep myself in check in here to save our configurations very often. Right now, at the middle, I'm gonna click in Add First Step, and our first step will be any sort of interface that I can type whatever I want to and then send that information to a kind of sort of artificial intelligence. I'm going to use ChatGPT as a endpoint for me, and then get the reply. So the interface or the node that I'm going to use for this one is on chat message, the one you have in your screen, on chat message. So I'm going to click on that, and there we go. Let me just reduce the zoom. And this is the on chat message configuration plus the output. So the output is over here. That is nothing because we haven't typed anything. And the configuration is on the left-hand side. If we are just changing a few bits on the configuration, I can actually get closer to my goal, which is embed into a page. I will turn on the make chat publicly available. There we go. It's turned on. When I do that, n8n creates a custom URL just for my chat, and that's the custom URL. So if you double click on that, you copy, or you just select you copy as well. And this website, or actually this chat window, is actually already working. So if I open this one in a new page, you see that it's working, okay? But it's working because the mode is hosted chat. That means this, let's say, chat window is being hosted inside of n8n network or n8n cloud. This account is my n8n account. So if you're using a VPS account or a self-hosted account, it will be hosted into one of them. Yeah. If I want to change that, I can choose embedded chat. And if I go for the embedded chat, I have a instructions page right over here. Follow the instructions here to embed chat in a web page. It's really simple. Or you can call a webhook, which we're going to talk about later on, at the top of this section. I'm going to click here just to show you the documentation. This is the documentation. This is the chat actually itself. Where we're going to type and press return, and then it's going to send the message and then get a reply from artificial intelligence solution. In our case, it's going to be the ChatGPT. So this is how it works, yeah? If you want to embed that, this is the code. You have to change a few bits here and there. So for example, your production webhook URL, or if you use Vue.js, or if you use React, or any other one, and so on and so forth. So you have all the information necessary to install this embed chat into a web page, okay? But we're not going to do that right now. What we're going to do is check if this one is actually working, okay? I can click over here on the top, test chat, and I can right at the bottom send something. For example, hello. There we go. When I send hello, the output session is hello. So I'm sending that one to the next node. But what is my next node? I have no next node. So I got no errors, but I have no next node. So the hello is sent to the universe. Is lost somewhere. Okay? I'm just gonna save that and add my second node. My second node will be a AI on the top, and I'm gonna choose the AI agent. I could go straight to OpenAI, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna go to AI agent, because when I choose AI agent, and let me just close that part, I can feed the chat model, the memory, and any other specific tool that I need in the future. For this video, we're gonna stay with the chat model and memory, but remember, this is just the base, this is just a foundation for any sort of more customized or advanced chatbot, okay? Great, so chat model. Which model will reply to my questions or queries or tasks or just a simple text, yeah? I'm gonna click on the plus, and I do have one account with OpenAI. I can use any of these language models, Google Gemini, DeepSeek, AWS, Azure, and so on. But because I do have one account with OpenAI, I'm gonna use OpenAI Chatbot. Great. So as soon as I picked the OpenAI chatbot, this window opened up. And this window is really simple to understand, because on the left-hand side, we have the input, so what is coming from the previous node. The middle one is the configuration itself, and the right one, like on my right, is the output. So after this node process everything, what is the end result? What is the output? What am I going to send to the next node? So this is the output. Okay? Fantastic. Great. What I'm going to do here. First, if you haven't done any credentials inside of your n8n, probably this drop down will be empty. Yeah, will be just create a new credential. And if you haven't done the authentication, the credential with OpenAI, you're gonna have to do that right now, yeah? Because my one is done, I'm gonna skip that step, but it's really easy. You just go to the OpenAI website, just do a Google, yeah? OpenAI API key is gonna show you the address, and if you have the URL, and then you click the URL, and if you have an OpenAI account, it's gonna open straight to the OpenAI account, and then you can generate a key and type that key over here. The authentication will be done, the synchronization will be done, the credential will be stored in your n8n software, n8n platform, and you won't need to do this anymore. Okay, that's going to be the first and the last time you have to do that. Okay, so this is my OpenAI account, and now I can choose the model. The models that I have in today's day are the old ChatGPT 3.5, the 4, which is kind of old right now, and the 5. Okay, between the 5 and the 5 mini, I'm gonna go for the 5 mini because it's cheaper and I'm just playing around, but this is a really big decision you have to make. Because if you choose, let's say, a cheap solution or a cheap model, you're gonna get cheap results. If you get an expensive one, but the flow is really big, like the amount of messages is huge, you're gonna have a big bill at the end. So, big decision over here. In our case, I'm gonna go for the ChatGPT 5 mini. It's not the cheapest one, but it's okay just for our test. Great. Okay. And then I have the options. And I'm gonna add one option called, actually I'm not gonna add the option right now. No, I'm not going to add the option right now, but I have my agent over here. Okay, let me just check my main agent over here. Okay, and right here I have more options that, well, I'm not gonna pick anyone right now because I'm gonna use the model and the model only. Great. So what can I do now? Let me read you the message. Let's say hello. I'm gonna send the hello. It goes to the agent, and the agent should reply back. And this is the output. Look at that. All green, that's beautiful. When you see all green, that means you've done it right. That means you've done okay. That means you are on the right track, I would say, yeah? Cool. So this is the message that I got back. Hi, how can I help you today? If you want, I can answer questions, draft or edit text, write or debug or so on and so forth. Okay, great. Can I ask more questions? So for example, what is your name? What is your name? You will probably reply as I'm ChatGPT. I'm an assistant created by OpenAI. How can I help you today? That's great. Now let me show you this. So it's working. It's basically working, yeah? Before I show that, yeah, let me just try to give you another view of this chat. I'm gonna click, I'm gonna open the chat message, okay? I'm gonna copy this URL, click to copy. I think I did copy. I'm gonna open a new page and paste. Did I copy that? Yeah, I did. Okay, I pasted. Why did that work? First, I didn't save. Let me just save over here. Okay. And I need to make my workflow active. Ah, there we go. My workflow is active now. Because it's active now, I can refresh this page and first entry JSON. Let me just paste again. Why is it saying that? Okay, hi chat, open chat. Oh, the chat is here. Hold on, what have I missed? Oh, embedded. No, it's not embedded. No, 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 no. It is hosted. That's it. That was the problem. It's hosted. And that's the initial configuration, actually the initial message, yeah? Sorry by mistake. And as usual, I normally don't edit my videos, so have fun with that. Let me save the configuration, refresh the page, and here we are. We have our chat, okay? Hello. Uh, who are you? And what is my send button? Who are you? Oh, send. Okay, see the answer. Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI language model, and so on and so forth. So, what does that mean? That means it's working. It's working in a hosted chat window that I can embed into any website. Beautiful. Let's go back over here and ask another question. I'm going to ask a question over here. I'm going to say, my name is Andre. Oh, you can call me Andrew as well. My name is Andrew. Okay? It's easier. I send this message to the ChatGPT, and it says, "Nice to meet you, Andrew. How would you like me to address you? And what can I help you with today?" And then I ask a question. What is my name? What is my name? What do you think is going to happen when I ask what is my name? I told the chat my name, and is it going to reply my name or is it going to say, I don't know? As you can see, it says, I don't know. I can't see your personal information unless you tell me. Hey, I just told you. I told you that my name is Andre or Andrew, yeah? Why you don't know? The reason for that is our solution so far has a chat message, an AI agent connected to an AI model, but without memory. There is no memory over here. And in this memory, if I click on the plus of the memory, I can add a simple n8n memory used for testing, used for applications with very, very low volume or automations with very low volume. I really don't recommend using simple memory for a big chatbot or a big production automation, okay? For those ones, you can use the other memories, the MongoDB, the Motorhead, the Postgres, the Reds, and so on and so forth. But right now, just for our test, I'm going to add the simple memory. Look at that. And inside of the simple memory, I can see what is coming from my latest node or the information from the node before this one, which is in our case is the what is my name. And the middle section again is the configuration where this session keeps track using the session ID and remembers the last 5 interactions. That's what they say here, 5 interactions, yeah? Let's make this 10, 10 interactions. That's all. I'm gonna make it 10, okay? And now, let's test. But before that, save. Always save your configuration, okay? So can you see everything here? Let me just tidy up my window. There we go. Now you can see everything. I have the chat, the OpenAI model, and the simple memory. Great. So let's leave this one here, this one right here. And let's go back to our chat and start or just continue our conversation, yeah? I can say now, hey, My name is Andrew or Andre. I'm gonna use Andre. Um, what is your name? And then I send. This is so cool when you see that spinning, processing, and then all green. This is so nice. The output is, hey, hi, Andre. I'm ChatGPT. I'm an AI assistant. Nice to meet you. How can I help you today? By the way, by the way, what is my name? By the way, what is my name? Is sending that, and the output is, you told me your name is Andre. Nice to meet you. How can I help you today? Did you see that? Now we have memory. And we are actually storing two datas, 2 points of data, or 2 pieces of information inside of our simple memory. So it's going to remember the last 10, or if I change that, it can remember the last 20, the last 30, and so on and so forth. Again, the simple memory is not the best solution. The best solution is going and connect this memory into a specific database. But for now, it's working. How is that? Let's double check. Let's see if it's working. What is my name? What is my name? And send. And it's gonna come back with, I don't know your name. My name is Andre. This is another session, of course. My name is Andre. I'm gonna return, and then I'm gonna ask, what is my name? I know it's so small. I'm gonna make this a little bigger. There we go. What is my name? That's what I ask. And it says, you told me your name is Andre. How would you like to use Andre, Andy, or, oh, I like Andy too. There we go. Or something else. Andrew is fine. And then we start the conversation, yeah? But basically what I have is, I have a chatbot that can answer my questions, understand what I'm saying, and store the answers and all the conversations that we have. So if we go back to the n8n, and if we save that, this one is showing 2 because there is only 2 in this session, but if I keep going, it's going to be 3, 4, 5, and so on. But I can see everything is being stored into memory, and let's be honest, this is a very simple, small, and straightforward solution, but it is the ground, the base, the foundation for any chatbot that you can build from now on. Even if you don't start immediately with the AI agent, even if you place something else in there, or you get a message from a WhatsApp or a Discord group or anything else, yeah? Even if you don't follow the same structure that I did, at least you have the knowledge now. At least you understand how the models work and how the memory works too. If you haven't checked already our community, I'm gonna leave the link down below. Go double check. We have lives every single week, where every single week I bring something new to all of the members of the community, and it's been really, really great. So double check the community right down below in the link, and I see you in the next video.